Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Andrea and today I have my September empties video for you. Not much to say other than that it's an empties. That's an empties video and I have Maddie down here. Do you want to come up?
I'm just jumping.
You're just jumping?
I'm just jumping in the mirror.
Okay.
In Mommy's phone.
Yes. Okay, well let's just get started. My first empty, and these are not in any particular order. I think I mentioned this. I try, like, the beginning of the year, I try to like write them down as I emptied them, and I don't do that anymore. I just do like skincare, hair care stuff. She smells, by the way.
I want one.
So I try to do like skincare, hair care kind of things first, and then I do all my makeup empties last, because makeup empties are more exciting in my opinion anyway. So these are in no particular order. It's just the order that I pulled them out of my basket and wrote them down in when I was calculating the prices and everything. So anyway, the first thing is this Little Moon Essentials Aromatherapeutic Peaceful Forest Restoring Mineral Bath. I used this as a foot soak. I think I got 2 uses out of it. It was fine. It's not something I would repurchase. The next thing I have is the Shea Moisture African Black Bar Soap. These are like double the size of regular bar soaps. It's an 8-ounce bar instead of a 4-ounce bar, so these last me for a really long time. I use them to wash my face and also to like clean off my cotton rounds and my makeup remover cloths after I'm done using them for the night. I really do like this bar soap. It's fairly inexpensive. It lasts a long time, but they do have other like scents or formulations that I'm trying out instead of just repurchasing this one all the time. So, but it's good. I like it. Esther, what are you doing? Next, I have this Revolution and Jake Jamie Feed Your Face Strawberry Donut Face Mask. What are you doing? No. Can you see this cat trying to jump up on top of my yarn cabinet? Yeah, this is why cats are not allowed in my office very much. But anyway, this was in my Panner's Pan project for Denise from Just Some Makeup Pans. It was a nice face mask. It did not smell like strawberry donuts. It smelled more like a strawberry like wine cooler or something, but their masks are pretty decent. They're not the cheapest. They're like but they're not super expensive. It's like $11 for this. And usually I get about 10 or 11 uses. So it's not too bad cost per use ratio. Then I have this MediChoice hand and body lotion. I could not figure out what this was, like where I got it from, and then when I was looking it up online to try to figure it out, I'm like, the name should have tipped me off, but I probably got this when I was in the hospital after having Madeline, so, but it's finally gone. I used this Ulta Beauty Apple Cider Vinegar Mud Mask, which, again, I don't remember anything about it, really. I don't think it bothered my skin at all, so that was good. These say they're single use, but I did get 2 uses out of this, so. And then I have 3 of these Pharmacy Hydrating Coconut Gel Sheet Face Masks. These, they're fine. I'm trying not to buy face masks, but these were like, they came in a 4-pack, so I haven't used the 4th one yet. And I don't know, I was just like, oh, I'll just try them. They were like, okay. I think because my skin was going through a time, like they weren't as like cooling or refreshing as I thought. The one thing about these is, I didn't bring it down to show, but there is so much leftover serum in these things The reason I haven't used the fourth one yet is because I took as much of the serum as I could get out of these packets, and I put it into the empty like honey potion face mask jar that I saved because I thought it was really cute. There was so much serum in all 3 of these that it filled that jar to the top, and I didn't want to use the fourth one because then I would have nowhere else to use the serum. So I have been using the serum not every night, but every once in a while after I do the rest of my skincare at night. I'll take my I have like this little $10 mini jade roller thing that I got at Target, and I'll use that to like roll the serum all over my face, and it feels really nice. So even though like the serum's not gone, I'm still counting these as empties because, I mean, the sheet mask is what was supposed to be the product that you're using in there. Then this is a bit of a spoiler for my 50 Shades of Purple. Not the most exciting spoiler, but I finished both of the hand sanitizers that I had left in that project. They're both from the brand Serinda's Enchantments, which is an indie brand. And I finished the Blood Orange scent and the Venus scent, and I liked the smell of these. The one that I finished prior to both of these, I did not enjoy. These were nice. I don't need any more hand sanitizer though, and the only reason I'm kind of like including hand sanitizer like this in my empties is because it's from an indie brand and it was like scented. Like this isn't empty, but like I have a Dial hand sanitizer. When this is done, it's not going in my empties because it's just, I don't know. I'm like kind of weird making that distinction, but that is the line for me, I guess. But either way, these are gone and I am happy that they are done. Then I have this Murad Clarifying Oil-Free Water Gel that was in my Throwback 30 project. It was okay. Like for most things, unless it gives me a really bad reaction, which actually there's only like one thing that I can think of that actually has done that, but that will be in my next month's empties. It is what it is. I wouldn't repurchase this because that's pretty expensive for a moisturizer, but it was fine. Like, it was a fine moisturizer. Then I have this little Shiseido Essential Energy Eye Definer. I feel like I have an eye boogie. I usually don't use eye creams. Like, I don't buy eye cream, I should say. It was really thick. It was nice. I didn't notice any difference on my like under eye area after using it. This little sample though, like assuming I did my math correctly, which is always possible I did not. This little sample is like $14. So it lasted, this little tube, because you don't really need a lot. I believe this lasted me like for at least a month, but I still wouldn't purchase a full size because that's a lot for eye cream. Then the notorious Selah Seed to Skin Scrub that I thought was a face scrub, but was not. I actually do not, I don't know. This definitely didn't help, but I do not think this is what was making my skin so mad. But as a body scrub, it's fine. I did purchase a full size because during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, the full size was on sale for half off, so it was $17 instead of the $34 it usually is. I liked it enough to buy a full size one, you know, when used appropriately. So it was good. I was glad to try more out from that brand because I really liked their Creme Rose lotion that I had in my That's Expensive project pan for this past year. Then let's see, I have another one of these little mini pharmacy green clean cleansing balms. I really like this balm. It smells like lime candy and I quite enjoy that. And if you saw my birthday haul that I posted a couple days ago, then you'll know that I have lots more different scents, but I have lots more cleansing balms from pharmacy to go through now. The last non-makeup item I have for this month was my Pacifica C&C Sheer Face Serum, Vitamin C and C Minerals plus SPF Protection Broad Spectrum UVA UVB. It's SPF 55. I really like this SPF because it's pretty, like it says, it's a face serum, so it's pretty thin, and it adds extra moisture, but it doesn't just like make me feel like I'm wearing a thick mask of SPF on my face. And I don't think my face got burned once this summer because I used this underneath my makeup and stuff, and I really like it. As long as Pacifica makes this, I will repurchase it as my summer SPF because it's relatively inexpensive. It's like $16, and it's better price than like Supergoop or something. So I do like this one a lot. And then the rest is all like makeup or makeup adjacent empties. I don't know why I just like totally brain farted on the word empties because this is an empties video, but it is what it is, I guess. So first, this is something that Lisa from Banding Pan and Beyond won. I mean, she wins giveaways and then she has the stuff sent to my house so that I can send it all to her in one package because otherwise she wouldn't be able to enter giveaways. It's kind of a long explanation to say I have this Uriage thermal water. It's like a facial spray, and it was in one of her giveaway wins that she had to cull the herd a little bit, so she let me have this. The reason I'm putting it in a makeup empties is because the way I would use this is when I do my base. I do my like e.l.f. translucent powder, and then I spray with a setting spray, and then I put my primer on. So this is what I was using for the setting spray step for that. So that's why it's in the makeup portion of my empties. I mean, I've never heard of this brand before. It was a fine mister. It's not something I'm gonna like seek out and try to buy myself. Then I also finished this e.l.f. makeup mist and set. This is what I use after I finished that. This is what I was starting to use for the setting spray step for my base, but then I also use this to foil my eyeshadows, and I don't like it as a setting spray, but I like it for those purposes. So that is empty. Then I have this little perfume sample that I finished up in my deck of panning project. It is the Tory Burch Love Relentlessly. It's can't really smell much of it anymore because it's been in here for a while, but it's very like kind of spicy and florally at the same time. I did actually come to really like that scent, but I am fairly confident Tory Burch is not cruelty free, and I don't need more perfume right now anyway, so that's fine. Then I have this e.l.f. Instant Lift brow pencil that was in my Throwback 30 project pan. I did not. It's only $3, but I wouldn't buy this again. It lasted me, I think, if I'm remembering correctly, I got like 37 uses out of this. I don't need brow pencils in my life. I use eyeshadow, like I use a clear brow gel and then eyeshadow, and it works perfectly fine. My brows are pretty thick anyway, so I'm not buying this again. I wouldn't really recommend it either for how fast you go through it. Then I finished up a mascara. This is the Covergirl Supersizer Waterproof Mascara. I used this for my lower lash line because I thought the wand would be small enough. I don't know. It wasn't my favorite. I need like the really tiny bristles and like the really tiny brush, but the only ones I know of are like Wet n Wild, which I don't buy from them anymore, and I think NYX has one, but I think I tried the NYX one and I didn't like it, so I don't know. I'm trying to just use up what I have and try to find something that works, but all that to say that I use that on my lower lash line. I think it, even though it was waterproof and I like would clean it up afterwards, I think it still smudged a lot, so I wouldn't repurchase that one. Then this is a spoiler for my 11 favorites and 11 oldies in 2021 because I skipped this month's update because I just didn't get to film it in time, and I have too many other things that I need to film. I'm just gonna make it a double update next month. But I finished my eye pencil from Ulta that was in that project in Blackout, so this is done. I don't know. I'm using a different black eyeliner now, but I don't remember. I might have purchased a backup of this, but I don't remember. But I do really like that one. And if I haven't purchased a backup, once I finish the couple that I have in my collection, I will repurchase that. So then I finished up my Becca First Light priming filter. I do really like this one. I think I like the backlight one a little bit more. That one's more like illuminating, which I like, but I still do really like this one. Of course, Becca's out of business and Smashbox is saving some products, but obviously not the primers. But I think this was the last First Light priming filter that I had in my collection, and I have 2 of the backlights, so I'm good. I'm set. Oh, I missed one. Then I finished up this Ulta Beauty Liquid Illuminator that was in my Throwback 30. Yeah, Throwback 30. It was in for the 50 Shades of Pink, I think. I did not like this. This product is so old that Ulta doesn't even carry it anymore. Like, I think the formula had changed. Like, it didn't smell or anything. The formula just had changed. It was super thick. I would mix it in with primer or foundation and it just made my makeup look really dry and cakey, but I toughed it out and I finished it, so that is gone. And then my last empty is this Zoya Armor Top Coat, which I have been doing my nails much more this past year than I have for a very, very long time. So I finished up another, I think this is my 2nd or 3rd top coat that I finished this year. So that is gone. And then I have 2 declutters. So if you watch my Pan That Sign collab video series that I do with Lisa, we've been trying to work our Super Shock shadows into our custom palettes because, like, what happens with these 2, they get dried out, and I have so many eyeshadows. I'm not interested in trying to fiddle with these to make them work anymore. So this is the shade Cusp, which is a beautiful green color. I've only used it a couple of times and it's dry as a bone. And this is Race You, which is a really pretty, like, pink with gold. I don't know about if I would say glitter. Well, it's an ultra glitter, so I would say glitter. And it is dry as dust as well. So those are being decluttered. And as far as all of my empties, I finished 24 things this month. That doesn't include the Super Shock shadows. I obviously don't count those as empties because I didn't finish them. I'm just throwing them away. So I finished 24 things for this month that has a total value of $179.91. And year to date, I have finished 190 different products for a total value of $1,709.28. So I don't want to be like too cocky, but I'm pretty optimistic that I will hit the $2,000 empty mark for the year. And I've already finished more this year than I did last year. So I'm hoping that trend will continue as I'm doing more project pans. I'm working through my collection a little bit more. More things are getting used. That means that it'll be easier to finish things up next year. So that is my hope. That, I mean, at some point, you know, you have to kind of hit your limit or the ceiling of what you can realistically finish. But I hope, at least for the next couple of years, I can keep getting that number to go up each year. But for now, that was my empties video. I actually had what I consider in my makeup empties. I actually had a pretty good month for that. I have, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 makeup empties, which usually I only end up having like maybe 3 or 4, but it was a good month for makeup empties, I guess. We will see what October brings. I've only have a couple of empties so far, but it's always like that, you know, like you hit the middle of the month and you got like 2 empties, and then the last 2 weeks it's just like bam, 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 bam. Every day you're emptying something. So hopefully I'll have another good month in October. I hope you are doing well with your empties this year. I know some of you are doing very well. Much better than me, but we can't compare ourselves to other people. We can only compare ourselves to ourselves. And I am definitely doing much better than I was last year, so I cannot complain about that at all. with that, I will let you go enjoy the rest of your day or night or whatever time it happens to be that you are watching this video. I hope you're staying safe and sane and healthy, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.